Hi Flosstube, it's McCleary, Texstylust. Welcome to my channel. Hi Flosstubies, welcome to 2025. Today is January 19th and I'm here for my first Flosstube of the year. It's only been a few weeks, but I'm a little out of practice, or at least I feel a little out of practice, at least for doing a regular Flosstube. We'll see what we can do. Today I'm just going to show you what I've been working on since we last chatted, and I have some haul to share with you, and I have a new chart that I want to share with you a little bit later. I have a thank you card, and let's just get started. So on January 1st I started two one red thread, and I'm going to talk about those. The first one is Hortense. I'm just going to call it Hortense and not try to mispronounce the French name. So Hortense 1887. This is the one red thread for me. It has two different colors, kind of a red and a pink. And I started this on a 40 count Cedar River linen, and the thread, because I'm using 103s, the floss and the linen just were not clicking for me. So I stitched on it for about 3 days, and because I wanted to give it some time to make sure that it just wasn't, you know, the start part that was frustrating, but no, it really wasn't. It just, they were not clicking. So I set it aside because I have another one red thread. And I was recently at Acorns and Threads, and I picked up a 46 count, which I think now I have learned I really don't want to use a 103 on anything less than a 46 count. For me personally, for the coverage and how I like how the thread and the linen work together. So I've restarted it. So like I said, today's the 19th. I have a couple days in on it, and I haven't quite decided yet whether I'm going to kind of double up for a couple of weeks to get caught up to January 1st, or whether I'm just going to consider the start from a couple days ago. But here is my start, and it is beautiful. This is Cedar River linen 46 count Albarium. I love this color. It's kind of it's a cool white, a cool, you know, it's not a white, it's, you know, it's an off-white, but it's just beautiful. I love this linen. And the floss I'm using, they're both 103s. I'm gonna have to put the glasses on here to see the numbers. The red I'm using is number 523. And I'm trying to do it so it focuses, but that's not working. And the pink, which of course is from the silk family, is 060. So those are the two colors of the one red thread. And here's how they look with the linen. So this is going to be so beautiful. And I have it in my one red thread bag that was made for me by Michelle Rudy, Farm Girl, from, I don't know, 2019, 2018 retreat. It was one of the retreat gifts. So that's one of my one red threads. And I do mark my cards. I do mark them in a pencil. So I did go through and I erased the ones that I did up here. And here's my checks for where I'm at. And if I choose to, this is where I'm going to catch up. But there's the card for that. And I just need to make that 0 into a 6 for the count of the linen. Okay, so that's one red thread. I have a second one red thread, and this is one that I'm doing for my son. This is the first time that I've stitched anything big specifically that I know I'm going to give away. I don't have the chart in front of me, so I'm going to put a picture up here. And it's called the Templar Prophecy. It's by Long Dog Samplers. And I am doing this on 40 count Lakeside linen. I think this is a vintage. Let me look. Yes, this is a vintage cedar plank. And here is where I'm at. So I am doing 2 threads a day on this, and the threads are exactly 18 inches each. So I still get a lot of questions, and I'm going to try to explain it a little bit better. And I even saw that Carol kind of had a question about this. If you're doing 1 red thread or 1 blue thread or whatever, 1 thread a day. And then yesterday I was watching Nerissa. Was it Nerissa? Somebody recently said, another floss tuber had described it. I think it was oh golly, I don't remember who it is. If I remember, I'll put it down below here. Anyway, she said, whatever you load into your needle, you know, if you're stitching something that calls for 2 threads or 1 thread or whatever it is you're loading into your needle, and the length that you usually stitch in, that's your 1 red thread. So the 1 doesn't necessarily mean the number of strands that you're using. It means it's 1 length of thread. So I'm doing 2 a day on this one, and I am using a Silks for You in the color, again, let me put on my glasses. The color is PR6067. And here is, I cut a little bit at a time. Here is the color. It's a beautiful burgundy, lovely variegation. It's just the perfect variegation. So that's what has been accomplished for 2 1 length of threads a day. Sorry, somebody's trying to get my attention here. And it's amazing how much you can get accomplished. So here's my card for that. So you can kind of see, again, the entire chart, albeit small. And this is what I've gotten done. This up here is very fiddly, but I can really whip through 2 lengths of thread on the dragon wings that I'm working on, or even down here in the Celtic crosses. So I'm very pleased at how this is going. My son, I send him updates every now and again, and I really think he's going to like it. I think it's pretty cool. So I haven't really figured it out, but I'm kind of guesstimating that I may be able to get this done in 2025, doing 2 lengths of thread a day. So in this case, if you have one of my cards, you can see I just put 2 check marks on the days, and I haven't missed a day on this one yet. Okay, so those are my 1 thread a day. And I just want to stop and say thank you to everyone who has ordered project cards for me, whether it's the 1 thread a day or the general project cards or the star a day. I have had a lot of requests for, you know, some slight variations, and I was happy to accommodate those, but I think going forward, I may put a limit on those. Not that they're hard to do, it's just that sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming with all of the different variations. But having said that, if you want a slight variation, don't hesitate to ask me. What I have decided is that going forward, probably from the end of January on, I will do a one red thread, but I won't put dates on the cards unless somebody specifically asks for those. Just keeping track of, do you want dates on it? Do you not want dates on it? I had a lot of people ask for cards even without the year so that they can use it any time. And I think that's a really good idea. Also, Lenny from the Sable Stitchers, she said something in her video and I was watching it, and she said, Lori, I would really love to do fall every day. And I have a really good idea of how to do one of those. So I got to work on the design a little bit. It will be a couple of weeks or so, or maybe a little bit less before I get that design put together. But it's a possibility that a fall every day will be coming out. And that is similar to, I do a Christmas every day, and I'm going to be talking about that next. So, okay, so again, thank you everyone who has did orders. I super appreciate it. It's been very fun chit-chatting with you back and forth and getting those out. If you have questions about those, you can go back to my last Flosstube and you can see all of the information on the different cards that I offer. Okay, so let's talk about Christmas every day. I have not actually stitched Christmas every day, but there are some days that I've stitched enough for the days that I missed. So I have some days marked, and I have 3 different projects that I've been working on. It felt like there was more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, only 3 projects that I've worked on. And so on the back here, there's the 3 projects. And then what I do is when I work on that project, I just put a number next to the check mark. And this is how I do it. You don't have to do it that way. You may have a better way of doing it. And if you have a way that works for you that you think I'd be interested in, please let me know. So there is this card, and then there's one where this is more of a watermark, and it has a room for listing more projects than what the room is on the back. But again, you can look at my last video and see what that is. So the projects that I've been working on, this one, I don't have my, the cover of my chart because I left it at my stitch group and somebody else picked it up. So hopefully I'll be able to get that back next week. But this is Winter Wonderland. And this is being stitched on 30 count weeks gray. I love this stitch. I've been doing some fill in and I've got hair everywhere. Cat hair or Lori hair. This is really pretty. I'm really enjoying this. I was able to borrow it from a good friend, and I need to get it done and get it on the wall. So this will probably go to stitch group with me next week so I can do some more fill in on the house. And I'm at the point now for my stitch every day. I started a lot of stitches, and I have a lot of stitches, Christmas stitches that I've started. And I'm just going to, maybe work on 2 or 3 until they get done. And then I'm going to move on to the next one with the caveat that if something really speaks to me, I'll pick that up as well. I don't currently have any plans to start a new Christmas stitch going forward, at least not until later in the year, but plans do change. Here's the floss for Winter Wonderland. It is beautiful, and I have it in one of my favorite project bags right here. I made this one right when I first started cross stitching, and I did this one for the farm. It was like a 9 chart series, Little House Needleworks, but I love this project bag. I like having things. I like the light and then having that big pop of dark red. I think that looks so cool. Okay, so that's one of them that I've worked on the last couple weeks. And the other one that I've been working on is the Stacy Nash. This one was from the Jingle Ball. And here, oh, that's actually the back. So this is the front and this is the back, and it's a sewing book. And I put a few more stitches in on that. And this is being stitched on Ween Beans by, I can't remember. I'll put it down below here. But it's what came with the kit. And I did get the opportunity before it wasn't available anymore to go and watch the class that came with this. And it was it was fun to watch Stacy and listen to her talk about her process. Now, if you were part of the class, you know that you got an extra chart. And basically it's very similar to one of these, but it's all in this, this color of floss. And I had an idea. She was showing us how to do this. I think I'm going to put my booklet, my sewing book together a little bit differently. And I'm going to try to incorporate that free chart that she gave us after the fact. So working on that, put some stitches on. These are the beautiful flosses that are part of this stitch. And this was a gift from my friend Linda, and I just love it. I think it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I have that in one of my beautiful red project bags here. Okay, so spent some time. That was one of my Christmas everyday stitches. And this last one here, I've been putting some time into, and it is Mary Bell. And Mary Bell is the 2021 Christmas stitch by Lori Rippey. We're going to have a visitor here. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Oh, goodness. You weigh a ton. This is Isabel. We haven't seen her for a while. She's been gone since I haven't been doing Vlogmas. She weighs a ton. I don't know what it is with these cats, but in the wintertime, it's like they double their weight. Of course, they're not outside playing all the time, but yeah, they really pack on the pounds, I guess, just like the rest of us during the wintertime. Okay, so back to this is Mary Bell Sampler by Lori Rippey of Prims by Lori, Homespun Prims by Lori. And I've had this kitted up for a couple of years, and I did get it started this year. And here is where I am. I am stitching this on 36 count Ren by Picture This Plus. And that house is coming together. I just love a big red house. You show me a sampler with a big red house and I'm all over it. So this one is going well. So the house is about a little over half done, maybe 2/3 done. And the rest is probably going to go pretty quickly. So I'm hoping for a finish this month. And that one will get marked off my Christmas Everyday. And I have it in this project bag right here. Okie dokie. So along with those stitches, doing my one red thread and my Christmas Everyday, starting in November, I think it was, I started doing, actually late October, I started doing a couple of stitches that I have broken up into my own personal assignments. And one of them is the Prairie Schooler Thanksgiving sampler. I had started that not last Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving before. It might have been the Thanksgiving before that. I'm not sure. And I wasn't really positive if I liked the linen, but I did decide to keep going. And I have broken that up into assignments so that I will have this done by next Thanksgiving. And I have that on my project card here. And I've got my assignment spaces here. And here is where I'm at. So my assignment for this month isn't done yet. I have the letter done. I just don't have the little flowers done. And I have two naughty kitties who are going to distract me. I do need to finish doing this over here, but I'll kind of do a little bit of that every month. So I have November, December, January. And this is my fall Prairie Schooler floss ring. It has all of the colors for this plus a couple of other stitches on it. And so that's where I'm at on that. I like that small assignment stitching. This, each letter takes maybe an hour to do the letter and the outline, and then maybe, spend another hour on it. And this is per month. to get that done. So I've been working on that, and I'm really close to getting that assignment done. And the next assignment stitch I have, and I didn't even think about doing the assignment. Well, actually I did, but I miscalculated on how much I needed to get done per month. So I'm going to have to sit down and recalculate it, not only because I miscalculated the first time, but also because I did not stitch on this in November or December. And here it is, January. So I may need to kind of reshuffle that. But I really would like to get this done. I don't know if it's going to get done this year. I have so many other things that I want to work on, and I want to enjoy it. So I don't get my knickers in a knot if I don't follow my own plans. They're guidelines, as Jack Sparrow says. But the stitch I'm talking about is Real Comfort by Plum Street. And I'm going to get to see Paulette here shortly in this spring. So, you know, something may be coming that's going to knock it all out of the water anyway. This is all I have done. I was thinking I only needed a 40 by 40 section done, but I really need an 80 by 80 section done if I was going to break it up into 12 different months. So I need to think about this. I might redo this and spread it out over 2 years, 18 months, something, but or I may spend, you know, a week or so just catching up so that going forward I can get it done. But here I'm doing this on, what am I doing this on? I'm doing this on Dusty Road by Seraphim, and it's a 36 count, and these are the flosses. And I think this goes really well together, and I have this in one of my favorite fall project bags here. So that's a lot of what I've been working on. Now that Vlogmas is over and I'm almost done putting everything away from Christmas, I still have 3 trees, the trees that I had in the different bedrooms. They're still decorated, and I'm pondering making something for them so that I can just zip them up in a bag and leave them decorated. I'm really, really leaning towards that, and then just storing them that way. I do have room to store them that way, and I just would need to either purchase something or make something to do that. If you do that, let me know, and let me know how that works for you. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to share was some haul. If you don't know, if you're a quilter or you like to buy, you know, quilt fabric for your backings and stuff, 123 Stitch actually carries a really great selection from Moda. And they probably have other fabrics as well, but I noticed the Moda because I got an email that says, hey, this line from French General is on sale this week. And oh my gosh, did I ever jump on that, because it was a fantastic sale. This is one of their newest lines, and it is, do I have it on here? I don't want to open it up. It's one of the newer lines. It's Rouen, Rouennes Trois. Don't listen to my poor French accent. Anyway, it's just stunning. I love this line. It was a fantastic price. I was just tickled to death to get this in at such a fabulous price. Fabric is going up again, or has been going up. It's now $15 a yard at the fabric shops in my location. I don't know what it is in yours. So being able to afford to pick something up like this, I was really happy to get it on sale. So again, if you like Moda and if you like French General or any of the other Moda lines, then don't forget to check out 123 Stitch. I also received my, sorry for the crackling, I received my Acufactum January fabrics, and I'll share those with you. And they're already thinking about spring, and they're they're really cute. So the main fabric has these geese. Are they all geese? Geese and or ducks, I can't tell, but the color is just lovely. Now it's kind of coming across gray there. It's really more of a blue gray. So this was the main fabric. And these are pea pods and seashells. What an interesting combination. This is one of the matching fabrics. And more pea pods, rose hips, and onions is the other. And then here is the neutral that came in this month's selection. So again, this is a great club. I've just started it. I did share what my December ones were in my last video. And I don't know if it's closed yet. You can check it out. And I'm getting them through Willow. I don't have the card with me. I'll put it down. I'll put the information down below if you're interested in checking that out. I received several cards through the holidays, and I want to say thank you. And I put them away so I don't have them to show you. But I did receive a thank you card from the winner of the Advent box. She received her box. She's a West Coast girl, and she sent this to me. And thank you so much, Julie, and thank you for the little something that you included in there. So that was really appreciated. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, if you don't already follow Teresa Kogut on social media, either her Instagram or if you're not a Patreon, I belong to her Tier 4 Patreon, and or her Flosstube that she puts out. She released a chart a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to share this in case you hadn't already seen this. She has a good friend of their family. Their little boy, their little grandson, was diagnosed with cancer, unfortunately, and many of us know how hard that is. Not only hard for that little guy, he's almost 4, but definitely hard on the family that's taking care of him. So she has done a chart where all the proceeds are going to go to the family to help out with their medical bills. Mom of the little boy has stopped working so she can stay home and take care of him. There's a lot of care that goes into caring for someone with cancer. Appointments, like for me, I had to go every day to get my treatment, and that was a lot of traveling and that sort of thing. So if you're interested in helping this family out, Teresa developed this chart, and it's a beautiful chart, and I'm going to start it tomorrow. And the chart is called Hope and Love, and it says hope never ends and love never fails. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to start that. This chart is $10, and like I said, all proceeds are going to go to the family, and I would really encourage you to go check this out. It's in her Etsy shop, and please consider helping out this family and also stitching this beautiful, beautiful chart. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I hope to bring another Flosstube to you soon. I did get an overhead camera for filming tutorials, so I know I have a couple that are promised, and I also have a couple that I've been thinking about. So I hope to bring one of those to you very soon. But for right now, I just kind of need to get my act together. January has been, I'm already behind the 8 ball. So I'm trying to catch up and trying to kind of get in a groove, and I'm not quite there yet. So hope to see you all soon. Thank you so much for all of your comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.